Hey guys, Brian with WorkshopAddict.com, and Metabo HPT has come out with some new tools in black. Or are they new? That's what we're going to go over here real quick. We have a lot of tools here, and if these tools are in your trailer or in your toolbox, there can be some confusion with some of the Metabo HPT tools because they have the multi-volt and the 18-volt line. And these two black tools that are sitting here are some of the new tools that are out, which share some of the other model numbers, like this dude that might be green, but they're selling these right now at a very fair price. In fact, if you look around, you can find this tool with a 1.5 amp hour battery and a 2 amp charger for $99. Same with this drill. Basically here you have some excellent specs on two tools. I'm going to put it all in the description, so check it out there. And what you're getting are black tools that are the same as the 18-volt green ones. Now, you're going to ask why, big deal, you know, what's it matter? To me, it's a huge thing. Now, when we look at the impact drivers I have here, I have a Hitachi triple hammer. Undoubtedly probably one of the best impact drivers out there. As you know, Hitachi moved to Metabo HPT. Metabo HPT has also put that same triple hammer out in their multi-volt system. But you now have to use a much larger battery on the bottom of it because it will not accept an 18-volt battery. So you have an awesome impact driver, but man, you know, you got some weight because of that battery. So I will never get rid of this tool because it rocks, and if you find one out there, pick it up. I'm unsure if Metabo HPT makes this triple hammer at this point in an 18-volt. If they do, leave it in the description. I want to look that up. That's something I didn't do the research on because I was concentrating so hard on these black tools. So the green tools that are out, you can still pick them up. They are mostly in kits. This one came with a 3.5 amp charger. It came with a 3.0 amp hour battery and a multi-volt battery, which is awesome because it gives you the options to move around and introduces you to the multi-volt line, which you can get a lot bigger tools with. Kicker is when you put all these in the toolbox, like I was going, you put them all in the trailer, you start grabbing a battery and you grab a tool and you're like, they look so close to the same. You grab the wrong battery and the wrong tool unless you always want to work with the larger multi-volt batteries. I like that I can throw this in the toolbox, throw it in my truck, and when I go to grab it, I know, hey, first, black means 18 volt. I don't think that's what Metabo HPT is thinking here, but that's what I'm thinking, and that rocks. Black is small. Black is what I'm going to call less power than their multi-volt. It's lightweight. I can use it for 99.9% of all the jobs and be more than satisfied because it has a ton of power, and we're showing that to you probably right now. It absolutely kills it, but I don't have the weight. So if I'm going to work on something larger and I'm like, hey, I need some more power, I can dive in and go grab a green tool, know that I'm going to grab the multi-volt battery with it, and I have even more amazing power, especially with this triple hammer. And I have to say they've been killing it with their drills also. First, go over the impact drivers. Yes, you will get more power out of the black tools if you use a 3.0 amp hour battery, which does not come with this kit. They supply the 1.5. Quick rant, why a 1.5 amp hour battery? There's so many options out there, and for pennies more, you can upgrade to a 2 amp hour battery or a 3 amp hour battery at this point and get the same battery pack. I know that this is a budget line, but Metabo HPT, just give us a little bit better battery in these kits. We don't need the 1.5, but it is light. You can update, get more power. If you use the multi-volt battery, you will feel even more power. That's not because you're going up in voltage, it's probably because you're holding the higher voltage, pulling more amps, it all works. So these tools, they do rock. They rock with the 1.5 amp hour battery, but they even work better with the higher amp hour batteries that are out there. Putting in some lags, I mean, you can tell the difference between the triple hammer and the two smaller 18 volt Metabo HPTs without a doubt. Then there's even a bigger difference between the 36 volt triple hammer. I mean, that thing just absolutely rocks. But the biggest thing is, can you control it when you're using something small? And the answer is yes, because these 18-volt tools are a single speed. We're gonna go over some other downsides on that a little bit later, but I moved over and started working with the drills to say, hey, is this a budget line drill at $99? So thinking that I wasn't gonna get all the power that I might have out of it, because I love the 36-volt drills. Even some of the other Hitachi 18-volt drills have rocked it. I grabbed a 3/4 inch spade bit, thinking that's probably its limit. Put it on high, and I was just surprised. Drilled right through. I didn't even bother with it on this larger drill. I mean, I know that's no issue. So I moved up to 1.25 inches. And while the 1.25 inches would sometimes stall out, I was still blown away that with the 1.5 amp hour battery, I could get through about 3.5 inches before it stalled out. When I moved over to the multi-volt, she buried it, just buried it. That was absolutely amazing to just put the multi-volt battery on this black tool and have all that power. Now, I did move the 1.25 inches over to the large multi-volt drill, and this thing by far killed it. And this is probably one of the better drills that we've ever had in the shop to run an 1.25 inch spade bit. Absolutely amazing. Thrilled. And we need to get this in some testing with some other tools out there. But the downsides to buying some of these black tools: you got the power, you got the great grip that feels exactly the same as all the other tools. You're going backwards a little bit in the fuel gauge on the battery, or the battery level meter. To see what's going on, you have to pull the trigger. You have 2 LED lights on a battery, so it's going to tell you full charged or below half charged. And in some cases, that sucks. I want to be able to see on the battery what I have, rather than slapping it in a tool, hitting the trigger, and then wondering, well, nothing showed up, how much do I have left? So that's a downside. I think it's very important to note that all the Metabo HPT tools in 18-volt or their 36-volt will work with the multi-volt larger batteries, but the 18-volt tools will not work with the multi-volt corded adapter. The other downside that I see is they're single speed, but the variable speed trigger comes in and works for that. So if you really enjoy the Metabo HPT tools or the multi-volt line, you want something smaller, these are a very affordable option that's out there. And I'll leave some links in the description again to where I found them. Again, look around for the different pricing. I think you're gonna really like these, and I think for the price, they're rocking right up there with some of the larger red tools. I'll let you guys discuss that in the comments. Again, I appreciate your time, guys, watching this video. Please give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, have a great day.